This conference will now be recorded.
ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ದು ಅವನು ಅಶ್ವತ್ಥಿ ಹಚ್ಚೋಂಗ್ ಹಚ್ಚಿ.
ವಕ್ರತುಂಡ ಮಹಾಕಾಯ ಸೂರ್ಯಕೋಟಿ ಸಮಪ್ರಭ ನಿರ್ವಿಘ್ನಂ ಕುರು ಮೇ ದೇವೋ ಸರ್ವಕಾರ್ಯೇಷು ಸರ್ವದಾ. Good morning, everyone.
Knowledge becomes power only when we grow. Myself, Krishti.
And myself, Lakshita. I welcome you all to National Level Webinar Nidana City 2022. I welcome all dignitaries and I request all dignitaries to occupy seats. We extend a warm welcome on behalf of DDAETSS Vijay Ayurvedic Medical College and Hospital, Belagavi. The founder and president of the institution, Shri S.P. Khadke sir, ex-Similar Kochi constituency. Chairman of the institution, Mr. Amit Khadke sir, and managing director, Dr. Mansi Khadke ma'am. I'm glad to extend a warm welcome to our honorable chief guest of Nidana City National Level Webinar, Dr. Nagaraj sir. We extend a heartfelt warm welcome to you on this occasion, sir. I cordially welcome President of today's function, Dr. Gadedi Shetty sir, Principal of SPGMCH, Belagavi. I request Dr. Srinivas Jadhav sir, Associate Professor, Department, Asudi and Sri Yoga, to welcome our Principal sir for giving a token of love. Thank you, sir. We have a HOD Department of Roga Nidana and Organizing Secretary of today's webinar, Dr. Samir Nayak sir. I extend a warm welcome to you, sir. I request Dr. Ashwat sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Panchakarma, to welcome sir by giving a token of love. Thank you, sir. I also welcome Dr. Adivish Antiri sir, Vice Principal of SPG AMCH, with a token of love by Dr. Vishal sir, Technical Coordinator of today's webinar. Thank you, sir. I also welcome Reader Department of Roganidana and organizing coordinator of today's event, Dr. Anil Kurangi sir, by giving a token of love by Dr. Srinivas Jadhav sir. Thank you, sir. I also welcome event organizer of today's webinar, Dr. Ashwini Gudrimatman, Assistant Professor, Department of Roganidana, with a token of love by Dr. Anita Ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of IHD, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. We also have amongst us Dr. Arun Haminad, sir, Academic in Charge, HOD, Department of Rashastra and Bhavishyati Kalpana. A hearty welcome to you, sir. I request Dr. Vishal, sir, Technical Coordinator of today's webinar, to welcome sir by giving a token of love. Thank you, sir. I also extend a warm welcome to the resource person, Dr. Krishna Kulludi Madam, Dr. Gopi Krishna Acharya sir, Dr. Mahesh Hirulal sir, Dr. Kishore Kumar Rajpurohit sir, entire teaching, non-teaching, hospital staff, my dear friends, juniors of SPGMCH, and all the delegates on this occasion of Nidana City 2022 National Level Webinar on Road Nidana.
It's our tradition to start any event by performing a puja. Now I request all dignitaries to offer puja to our Lord Dharmatari, followed by lamp lighting ceremony. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Lighting the lamp leads us from ignorance to the truth, from darkness leads us to the light, from death leads us to the immortality. Now I request our dignitaries to light the lamp.
A day without a prayer is a day without a blessing, and a life without a prayer is a life without a prayer. Now I request everyone to please stand in your places for a prayer.
Om Namami Dhanvantari Adidaivam Surasuraivandita Padapadmam Loke Jararupayam Mrityunasham Dataramesham Dividaushadina.
योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा बलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोतं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलि प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि। ॐ धन्वन्तरि रमानाथं सर्वरोगनिवारकम् आयुर्वेद प्रवक्तारं वन्दे पीयूषदायकम्। सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखमाप्नुयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Thank you, students, and a group for giving enthusiastic and spiritual touch to the session. Now I request Dr. Samir Nayak sir to give a brief introduction about national level webinar of Nidana Siddhi 2020.
Good morning to all. Respected principal sir, dignitaries on the dais and on the dais. As you know, presently we are in great pandemic era where Corona, Omicron, and we don't know which one is coming ahead. In that era, we are living with great tension and stress. It's a pleasure that we, from the Department of Roga Nidana, from SPG Ayurvedic Medical College, Belagavi, holding national level webinar on Nidana Siddhi. Famous quotation, Roga Madhav Parikshe, Tato Anantaram Aushadam. One must know the importance of Roga Nidana in treating any kind of diseases or treating serving a human mankind or mankind. Unless and until we diagnose a condition, it's very difficult to treat. It's symmetrical. We may know a lot of, we may have a lot of knowledge about the medicines or whatever it is. But if you don't diagnose the condition correctly, you get faced. A success of treatment ultimately depends on the correct diagnosis. Present day diagnosis, present day how it's going on, all of us are aware. All of us are mainly depending on the lab diagnosis. Simply we see the reports and we don't clinically assess, and simply based on reports we're treating and hardly we getting success in treating such conditions. The clinical diagnosis totally failed. As we know, we belong to a great medical system of this word, Ayurveda, basically emphasizing and giving more importance to clinical diagnosis. We have our own methods of diagnosis. We have our own methods, basically begins with Roga Pariksha and Rogi Pariksha. Roga Pariksha and Rogi Pariksha, if you assess Rogi Pariksha, different methods have been told. And if a Sushutokta Shadvida Pariksha, that Prashnagamya Bhavas, so nicely, so scientifically it has been told. And if you assess a Rogi based on Sushutokta Prashnagamya Bhavas, I think whatever knowledge we get at the end of interrogation, whatever knowledge we get, is more than sufficient to diagnose. Hardly, it is limited only to a teaching level, not at the teaching that in the classroom level. It has to be practiced by each and every Ayurvedic graduate and doctor, whoever has goes to this science, has to make it habit. Diagnosing is condition. Diagnosis is very important. Don't diagnose only the thing. It's based on disease. We have Vaidya-avastha, different Vaidya-avastha. Treatment is not general. If you get Jara or fever, give paracetamol. No. It's that kind of approach is not mentioned in Ayurveda. We have so many Jvarahara yogas. Maybe they want to get Jayamangala. So many yogas have been told. Why? Are they foolish to mention all these things? For same condition, a single Jara? When on the contrary, the present day practice is simple, give paracetamol 600 milligrams and it's sufficient. Of course, momentarily it may help. For that moment, Jara may be subsided, but not cured. Suppression and cure are two different entities. And the same way, as the diagnosis is concerned, diagnosis is very minute, very skillful. Diagnosis is an art. No one is going to teach. It's a repeated abhyasa, satata abhyasa in this regard is very essential. Hence, keeping this in mind, Department of Road Nidana has come forward and organized Nidana City. In this webinar, national level webinar, different eminent speakers from all over India are going to participate and enlighten us. And I request all the delegates and participants, those who are participating in this event, make use of this and take home messages. Once I try to learn whatever points they mentioned and try to practice, try to make use of these in your practice. Thank you.
Today's chief guest, Dr.
Thank you, sir.
Pujari, sir.
Now I request Dr. Ashwini Kudrevat Madam to give a brief introduction about today.
First, I would like to thank Dr. Nagaraj S. Sir for accepting our request to become the chief guest of today's national level webinar Nidana City 2022. So, Sir has done the BMS in SDM College of Ayurveda, Kottapalli, Udupi, and he has pursued MD in Department of Kaya Chikitsa from the Institute of Postgraduate Teaching and Research in Ayurveda, Gujarat University, Jamnagar. And the Sir's PG research subject was on the role of certain Ayurvedic drugs in the management of the pyobacteriospermia under the guidance of Professor Gurdeep Singh, former Dean of Institute of the Postgraduate Teaching and Research in Ayurveda GAU. And Sir has pursued his PhD in the Department of Gujarat University, Jamnagar, a clinical study on surgical infertility. Under the guidance of Professor Gurdeep Singh, former Dean IPGT and RKGAU, Jamnagar. In the 20th Department of Kaya Chikitsa, Sir has worked as the for Kaya Chikitsa, Roga Nidana for undergraduate, post and PhD studies. Sir was former Associate Dean for PG and PhD students at SDM Ayurvedic Hospital, Udupi, that is SDM College of Ayurveda, Udupi. Sir is serving as consultant Ayurveda practitioner in SDM Ayurveda Hospital and practicing in Ayurveda, Hita Ayurveda Clinic at Udupi, Kundapura and Murudeshwara. Sir is specialized in general medicine and reproductive medicine. Sir is running the Athreya Gurukula for advanced learning in Ayurveda and PG entrance studies, PhD entrance studies since 2002. Sir has worked as advisory board member, associate editor and reviewer of journals and also worked in different academic committees of CCIM, CCRKS. Sir has served as member of different academic committees of BHU, RGUHS and served as the guide for more than 25 PG students and 4 PhD students. Sir has more than 25 research papers published in the various journals and Sir has given more than 25 academic lectures in various workshops, seminars and conferences. And also given more than 100 spiritual sessions in coastal Karnataka, more than 25 television sessions on Ayurveda. Sir has worked as investigator in many projects funded by different organizations. And Sir is presently working as professor and HOD in the Department of Roga Nidana as a medical superintendent, SDM College of Ayurveda and Hospital, Udupi. So now I request our today's chief guest, Dr. Nagaraj Sir, for keynote address.
Good morning. Am I audible now? Audible? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Okay. Very good morning to all the teachers and students. So, Nidana Siddhi 2022 National Webinar. Respected Principal Sir, SV Gadihalli Shetty Sir, Vice Principal Dr. Adivesh Arkeri Sir, and my friend Dr. Simin Naik Sir, Dr. Anil Purangi Sir, and event organizer Dr. Ashwini K, and all the students, offline students, online. The event of that is era of COVID now. I think that is a mixed session is going on, both offline and online. National level webinar organized by Department of Roganidana. First of all, I congratulate the team Roganidana of SPG AMCH Belgavi to conducting this seminar, that is Nidana Siddhi. As I think Dr. Samir Naik pointed out, that is the importance of the just now I came from OPD. Now, if I'm something wrong to identify the those who are on the dais, extremely sorry. So I think Dr. Samir Naik identified the role of the diagnosis in the to become a successful practitioner. In every college, there is some sort of complexity is there. The department of the non-clinicals or paraclinicals, and especially these two departments, that is paraclinical and the non-clinical sections. And one particular department is that is identified neither non-clinical or clinical, that is paraclinical Roganidana department. But as per my knowledge goes, as last 25 years of teaching experience, without the understanding of Nidana, that is Hetulinga Aushadha Jnanam Swastha Atura Parayanam. Hetulinga Aushadha Jnanam Swastha Atura Parayanam. Without the knowledge of Hetuskanda and Lingaskanda, very difficult to write the prescription, that is Aushadha. Even Hetulinga, Hetuskanda and Aushadhaskanda, Hetuskanda and Lingaskanda is not only related to the management, that is Arthasya Roganuttara Aturasya Vikara Prashamana. Hetulaskanda and Lingaskanda is also important for the understanding of Swastha also. Roganidana is one particular department that is going to substantiate, giving a clarity about the what exactly the Hetu, what exactly the Linga, and its importance in the Swasthasya Swastharakshana and Aturasya Vikara Prashamana. Linga is not only the whatever we are talking about signs and symptoms to diagnose a disease, something more than that. That is to define Swastha also. So, Department of Roganidana or the Lingaskanda scope is not only restricted to the Kaya Chikitsa or its application in clinical medicine, even for the preventive medicine also. If you see Charaka Samhita, almost all the 75% are flooded with the Hetuskanda and the Lingaskanda. Only 25%, if I'm not exaggerating, that is related to the Aushadhaskanda. It depends how you will pursue the science actually. What exactly understanding of Dirganjiviti Adhyaya to Vene Uttarabhasi Siddhi. Accordingly, we can see the dominance of Hetuskanda and Lingaskanda in the understanding of BMS. That is from starting from first BMS to any final BMS. Ultimately, to reach the goal of to become a good physician, or a practitioner, or a teacher, or a scientist. Without the knowledge of Hetuskanda and Lingaskanda, very difficult to identify ourselves as either a teacher, or a physician, or a research scholar, or a responsible person belongs to community of Ayurveda. Three Sutrasthana, you can see the lot of information about Hetus. Some are direct and some are indirect. Starting from Trivida Ayatanas, that is what we learn in Astangradaya, Asatmendriyartha Sanyoga, Prajnaparadaya. Am I audible now? Any problem in audibility? You can remind me. Any problem in audibility?
No, sir. Audio is clear.
Any audibility, you just remind me. I'll switch on to other network now. Okay. And I think I have given time for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, Doctor. have to speak 10 minutes or 15 minutes?
Sir, you can talk, sir. 10 minutes. Yes, sir. 10 minutes. Sir, it's okay, sir.
Okay.
10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, fine. Thank you. Starting from understanding of Trivida Ayatanas, that is what we study for undergraduates to pass in the examination. 2NA, the in-depth understanding of the Hetu Skanda, that is the Upadahi, Paro Hetu, because we Rogayana teachers, we used to teach about only Laukika Hetus, not Anistic Hetus. Now we are era of COVID-19. First, we have to understand what you mean by Parahetuhu. Para means Para Yuktisha. Para means Srestha. Para means Mulaha. What exactly root cause behind the disease? Because this seminar is moving towards Nidana Siddhi. Nidana Siddhi. What exactly? Complete knowledge of Nidana. Is it the simple understanding of the Hetu, Pururupa, Rupa, Upashaya, Samprapti? You are going to land in this 5. How to substantiate this in you have taken 4 topics, that is understanding of Pandu, understanding of Avarana, understanding of Manu, Sutusti, Vikaras, or something more than that. Now we are in the era of COVID-19. First, we have to understand what actually root cause behind the disease. Upadahi, Paro Hetu. Para means which is root cause behind the disease. That is the first domain of Hetuskandaha, Sharirasthanaha. We don't read Sharirasthanaha. We will straight away go with the straight away either Roga Chatushka of Sutrasthana or the Vidhanasthana 8 chapters, or we will move towards the 28 chapters plus 2, that is 28 chapters of Chikisasthana 2, or you know that is Rasayana and Vajikana. Here we are on referring, that is Jora to any to understand what you mean by Hetuskanda, what you mean by Lingaskanda, and what you mean by Aushaskanda, to understand the disease process by doing in a therapeutic text, that is Upashaya and Upashaya. So better to start with the Kadida Purushiya Adhyayaha. There we can understand what exactly root cause behind the disease. Voluminous books are written in medical profession. If you see the ancient Institute of Medicine, Ayurveda, Charaka Sushrata Vagbataha, etc., etc. If you see modern medicine, starting from Seville, Cecil's, Davidson's, Harrison's, etc., etc. Even then, we are all suffering from different types of disease. What went wrong with the understanding of Hetus? That is root cause for the disease. What Charaka said in Kadida Purushi is Upadahi, Paro Hetuhu. Root cause behind the disease is something more than what we are understanding in day-to-day practice of, that is dietetics and even the what we pursued in modern medicine, virus, bacteria. No, something more than that. That is existing. First, we have to understand that. First, we have to teach students. Upadahi, Parohetuhu, Mulakarani, Srashnaha, undue desires, pathological desires. We don't understand our limitation, what to do, what not to do. First, we have to attain the siddhi of this. How any Upadaha, Parohetuhu, Mulakarani is going to disturb the integrity of the human generation. How it is going to disturb the cells, tissues, and organ system. How it is going to make a difference in a different status, and how it is going to initiate a different pathogenesis. If we are in a position to counteract this Upadaha, Parohetu, Mula Karana, Trashnaha, then we can definitely we can prevent the disease, and it can ease our the curing process. Otherwise, reading in a voluminous text and publishing in a voluminous text and educating people are not going to serve the purpose. In sense, Nidhana Siddhi, in sense, we have to start with the Upadahi, Parohetu, understanding Upadahi as in a Mula Karana, how it is going to impact on health and disease, and how to come out from this. This is very important. Then another meaning of Upadahi, another meaning of Parahetu is, you know that that is the Sabauha, Paru, the Para word is used in Vishamajura Samprapti. Parohetu Sabauha. This is a discussion in Vishamajura. There Para he mentioned Bhutadihi. Another Hetu is Kande is there. Para refers to Bhutadihi. How Bhutadis are going to influence the health and disease. How to manage. These are two extremes of Ayurveda. One extreme is that is Mula Karana Upadaya is a trashna for the disease. Another extreme is Para means that is Bhutadeha. How Bhutadaya is going to act as an Anubandha Karanas. How any Para that is Upadaya is going to act as an Anubandhya Karanas. One is Anubandhya Paraha, that is Upadaha. Second one is Anubandha Para is that is Bhutadeha. We are in this now era of Para is in the Upada, Trashna is the root cause. There is Pradhana Karana. Second one is the Apradhana or the Anubandha Karana, Parayasa Bhutadaya. These two understanding existing in Ayurveda. This is very important. Rather than teaching Roga in terms of Sannikashta, Viprakashta, Vichari, etc., etc., we have to come out from that actually. Then only we can, we were in a position to reach our Samhita to be in a public domain, by which we can prevent disease and we can cure the disease and we can enrich our domain of Roga also. We will speak in the level of yoga, Chittavritti Nirodha. Why we have to teach students Chittavritti Nirodha, yoga, because root cause is the parohetu, that is upadaha, trishna, mamataha. In Jora he says what exactly Jora pravritti. Reason behind Jora pravritti is again parigrahat. Parigrahat means mamataha. Why we are all suffering from different types of Joras. Yesterday maybe COVID-19, today maybe Democron, etc., etc. What is going on? This is because of parigrahat, mamataha. We are unable to control our indriyas. Similarly, if you see that Samanya Sadharana Karanas and Asadharana Karanas, whenever we are opening text of Charaka Samhita, the basic principles of Hetu Skandha described in Janapadvamsa, that is Sadharana Karanas and Asadharana Karanas. Sadharana Karanas is very common factors in day-to-day life. Environmental cause may be the Vayuhu, the Udakaha, Deshaha and Kalaha. How it is going to influence in different systems. It may be physical health, mental health, and it's not like that only in physical health. How it is going to impair the cells, tissues, and organ system. That's why in Charaka Samhita start from Jorachikisa to Yoni, but you can see the Sadharana Karanas are common actually. The Asadharana Karanas are mentioned there actually. Sadharana is applicable for all disease. Sadharana Karana is applicable for all disease. Whenever patient presents with altered bowel habit, and we have to work out from Grahani chapters, there Grahani Doshi mentioned, Rutuvaishamyam. What exactly Rutuvaishamyam? Chakrapani contributes. That is Sadharana Karanas. Sadharana Karanas are applicable for all disease. Whenever patient comes to us, whatever it is the pain, it may be Shwasa, it may be Kasa, it may be the Atisara, it may be in the Sandishota, we have to apply Sadharana. It's generalized. That is our perception about Hetu Skandha need a dominant changes. Accordingly, we have to educate the people. This is very important. Not only teaching simply in a Sannikashta, Viprakashta, etc., etc. That's why in Charaka Samhita goes, Tritayam Jnatva Karmani Arabhati Bishak. We need the understanding of Tritayas. One is, that is Vikara Prakritihi. What exactly root cause, that is Abhyantara causa. Abhyantara Karanas, Abhyantara Karana for disease are Vata Pitta Kapha, which doshas involved in Samprapti. And then Samuthana Vishesha, what exactly the Bahya Hetus, external factors. Is it the Vayuhu, Udakaha, Jalaha, Kalaha, and Bahya Hetus, is it Doshaja, Karmaja, Dosha Karmaja? Because as I told, Trivida Ayatana means we should not restrict to only Prajnaparada and Asatmi Yoga. Their Kala refers to a Parinaman of Pura Janmakata Karmaha. And what we used to tell in modern medicine to teach, that is idiopathic. That is also there, actually. That is also there. Kala means we should teach our students, that is Kala means Avastika and Nityaga. No, Kala means not only Avastika and Nityaga. Kala is not only going to represent seasonal variations or even that is the Svabhavala Pravritta Vyadis. No, something more than that. Kala refers to Parinaman of Pura Janmakata Karma or Iha Janmakata Karma according to transformation as a disease. These require an extensive teaching and applications. Accordingly, you can see treatment modalities are going to change. Accordingly, prescriptions are going to change. And this is about the, now in brief about Hetu Skandha, what we have to do, where we have to start, where we have to end for the proper application of Roga Nidana. Then comes Linga Skandha also. As I told, Linga Skandha means not only understanding of Purrupa and Rupa or Sadhya Sadhya Lakshanas or Arishta Lakshanas. And we need an understanding of Dhatu Samya. What exactly understanding of Dhatu Samya and Dhatu Samya Lakshanas. And when we have to identify that particular Dhatu Samya as an Vaishamya, there is an criteria because we are your doctors, as Dr. Semi Naik told, our earlier speaker told, that is our diagnosis is moving under subjective manifestation, not the laboratory parameters. Because doshadinam, asamatanam, parinamam, very difficult to and quantify the doshas. Parinam measurement is not possible. Aprasannendriyam viksha kushalam vishak. Our diagnostic parameters on the basis of the subjective manifestation. What exactly individual response towards ongoing pathogenesis, Lakshanas Samuchayas. not on the basis of quantification of Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So that is why understanding of Linga Skandha is very important even for the to define Swasthya and Atura. Similarly, our Hetu Skandha is also very sensitive. If you see Annapana Chatushka, you can see varieties of Ahara Vargas are there. And quantification of Ahara Varga as per the Prakriti. And to identify that as a Nidana on the basis of Astavida Ahara Visheshayatana is very important to differentiate what we are taking everyday Ahara as a Nidana for one particular disease. It required in a bedside teaching. So Roganidana is to convey the Roganidana principle to a community or the student. It should be taught in a bedside, not only in a classroom. It's purely in a clinical medicine actually. It's not a paraclinical. If we're identifying Rogaidana as a paraclinical, we are not going to land anywhere. So my message is very clear. I hope that today's speakers, Dr. Gopinath sir and Dr. Kishore and Dr. Mahesh and Dr. Anil, as a fourth speaker, I hope Anil, they are going to deliberate on Hetu Skandha and Linga Skandha. Deliberation in a different topic. I think somebody has taken Avarana as for the Ayurvedic diagnosis concern or Ayurvedic pathogenesis concern. That is Kshayaha and Vraddihi and variant of Vraddi is that is Gatavataha, Avartavata and Ashapakarsa. Very difficult to manage clinically, very difficult to diagnose clinically. Sorry, very difficult to diagnose clinically. And Dr. Gopakrishna has taken a wonderful topic and tough topic that is Avarana. It's very difficult to digest in undergraduate teaching and practice. So again, I hope that this may be a motivation for even teachers of Rogaidana of the Karnataka and even our national institution, plus all the upcoming, that is the graduates of Rogaidana, the undergraduates, how best we can understand Avarana, because a lot of Avarana complex are there in the text. And accordingly, some management is also there. If we're unable to arrive in a diagnosis and very difficult to apply the principles. Likewise, another topic that is Annavasuntu Dushti Vikara, most common presentation in day-to-day practice. I think Dr. Mahesh Girulal is going to speak about that. That is also very important topic. I hope the listeners are going to enjoy the same. And then Dr. Krishna Panduranga is going to speak about the Shat Kriya Kala with the reference to Panduroga and very important basic principles of Roganidana to understand Hetu Samprapti Lakshana Sambandha. For Samprapti Lakshana Sambandha, Shat Kriya Kala is very important. That is also interesting topic. And then Kishore Kumar is going to speak about Sotodushti and its clinical interpretation. What we learn in undergraduates, that is what exactly Sangha, what exactly the Vimarga Gimana, what exactly Siragranthi, and what exactly the Atipravritti, because the whatever may be clinical presentation, either because of Sangha or the Sangha or the Vimargamana or Atipravritti or Siragranthis, whatever there in pathology, it may be either one atrophy, hypertrophy, or dysplasia, or anaplasia, or metaplasia, whatever we are calling functional or organic, whatever we are calling either degenerative, neoplastic, or infection, all are going to be under the umbrella of the same. So I think that is also very interesting topic. Hope everybody is going to enjoy this particular the national level webinar. Once again, before concluding, for a teacher and then for a student community, and we have to read every day. That is Swadhyaya is very important to reach the target of the science, that is Swasthasya, Swastharakshanam and Aturasya Vikara Prashaman. It is not only Swadhyaya. Next one is very important, is that is Swa Anubhavaha. So Anubhava means we have to read text, then we have to expose ourselves to the medical practice, and gradually we are going to learn what exactly the Saraka's perception about the health and disease. Then we have to continue our teaching, very important. And we have to continue our teaching, and we have to listen great teachers. Then we will conclude some complex topic of Charaka Samhita. Then followed by every day we have to think about what exactly Charaka's the perception about the health and disease. And whenever time is permitting, and we have to go for an analysis of Charaka Samhita. And then whenever opportunities comes in front of great teacher, we have to ask question, that is Prashnaha. At the end, the one important, that is the hard work, that is also going to make a lot of difference. With this, I conclude the keynote address, and thank you very much for your opportunity, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of SBG Ayurvedic Medical College and Hospital Management for sharing your valuable knowledge and for giving us your precious time and accepting our request to be today's chief guest. Once again, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Namaste. I'm leaving now. I'm leaving to my OPD with your kind permission. Namaste. Namaste to all principal sirs. Midnight. Namaste.
national level webinar Nidana Siddhi, Department of Roga Nidana 2022. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಈ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್‌ಗೆ ಚೀಫ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆದಂತಹ ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ಪೂಜಾ ಉಡುಪಿ ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ HOD ರೋಗ ನಿದಾನ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಮೀರ್ ನಾಯಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅನಿಲ್ ದೆನ್ ಅರುಣ್ ಸರ್ ಹಾಗೂ ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಆದಂತಹ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಕೇರಿ ಅವರು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಲು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಿಯಾಶೀಲರಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೆತ್ತ ತಾಯಿಯ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಷ್ಟೇ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದವನ್ನು ಪ್ರೀತಿಸುವಂತಹ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಮೀರ್ ನಾಯ್ಕರು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಈ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್‌ನಲ್ಲಿ HOD ತುಂಬು ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹಾಗೂ ಸರ್ಕಾರವನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ SDM ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ದೆನ್ ಕೊಪ್ಪಳ ಗುಜರಾತ್ ಈ 4 ಜನ ಬೋಧಕರು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಒಂದು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿಯರಿಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ಇನ್ನುಳಿದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಜ್ಞಾನದ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಬೋಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಂತಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಹಾಗೂ ದೇವರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು SBG ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಆದಂತಹ ಘಾಟಿ XMLA ಅವರು ಹಾಗೂ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಮಿತ್ ಘಾಟಿ ಅವರು, MD ಆದಂತಹ ಮಾನಸಿ ಘಾಟಿ ಅವರು ಹಾಗೂ ಇನ್ನುಳಿದ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂತ ಹಂತವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತೇಜನವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇಂಥ ಸಂದಿಗ್ಧ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕೊರೋನಾ ಮಹಾಮಾರಿ ಅಂತ ಇಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಸಹಿತ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ 4-5 ವೆಬಿನಾರ್‌ಗಳನ್ನು ಅದು ತನ್ನದೇ ಆದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಮಹತ್ವವನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನಕಾರಿಯಾಗುವಂತೆ SBG ಕಾಲೇಜು ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕಾಣಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಹಾಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಉಪರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಒಂದು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಚೀಫ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆದಂತಹ ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ಅವರು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಬೋಧಕರು, ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆಯುಳ್ಳವರು ಹಾಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಜ್ಞಾನವಂತರು, ಇವರು ಸಹಿತ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಚೀಫ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್‌ಗೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ್ದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಒಂದು ಹಿತನುಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ಹಾಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಒಂದು ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟದ್ದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಹಾಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಯನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸಿ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ದೇವರವರು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಎಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಬೇಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವು ಇಂದು ಮತ್ತು ನಾಳೆ ನಡೆಯಲಿರುವ ಈ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದವರು ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಆಯುರ್ವೇದದ ಒಂದು ಏಳಿಗೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅನುಕೂಲವಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ದಯಾಗಣ್ಣಾದ ಭಗವಂತರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಂಡು ನನ್ನ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಜೈ ಹಿಂದ್, ಜೈ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ಜೈ ಜೈ.
Thank you, sir.
Now I request Dr. Ashwini Kudremat ma'am for vote of thanks.
It is such an honor for me to get the opportunity to thank you all the dignitaries. Firstly, I would like to express my gratitude to our today's chief guest, Dr. Nagaraj Punjabi sir, Professor and HOD Department of Rognidana, SDM College of Ayurveda and Hospital, Udupi, for his grateful presence, and thank you for inspiring and encouraging us with your words on this special day, sir. Now I want to thank all our guest speakers for accepting our invitation and willing to give their valuable time and sharing their knowledge with us. I want to thank our management, Shri S.D. Ghagge sir, Amit Ghagge sir, Dr. Mansi madam, for always being with us and encouraging us in such events to make it happen. I also want to thank Principal sir, Dr. S.D. Gati Harishetty, and Vice Principal sir, Dr. Advesh Arakeri sir, for always being our backbone and for providing immense support to make the webinar successful. And I thank our today's that organizing secretary of today's webinar, Dr. Samir Naik sir, and organizing coordinator, Dr. Anil Purangi sir, for arranging this webinar and making it happen. I thank the technical coordinator, PGMCH, and all the delegates of the webinar for their presence, contribution to make this webinar happen. So once again, I thank all for your cordial cooperation. And the first session will start at 11:30. Be ready and join at 11:30 a.m. sharp. Thank you.
Sorry, because I forgotten actually madam name. Because I'm very, very sorry. Because name is done everything, but I forgotten. Please excuse me. Then again, once again, thanks for Dr. Ashwini madam. Please, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.